Ukraine identifies 600 cited quietly compromised by China days before invasion. Although propaganda from both the Russians and the Ukrainians has become a distinguishing feature in this war, intelligence reports from the SBU, the Security Service of Ukraine, that claim that Chinese hackers compromised up to 600 websites inside the country in the days leading up to the Russian invasion are easy to believe. The Times, a British newspaper, reported it had obtained copies of SBU intelligence memos and that the targets included the Ukrainian National Security and Defense Council, the State Border Guard Service, nuclear facilities, the National Bank, the Railway Authority and other key military sites. The memos indicate the cyberattacks peaked on February 23, which was the day before the invasion began. The Times reported the attacks were intended to steal data and to discover ways to shut down or disrupt vital defense and civilian infrastructure. The article noted that the memos are thought to be prepared by another country, although the Times said it received them from the SBU. The Russians were also conducting cyberattacks on Ukrainian sites at the time. The Times noted the SBU was able to determine the origins of the hacks by the trademark tools and methods of the cyberwarfare unit of the People's Liberation Army. Considering Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping, prior to the opening of the Winter Olympics in Beijing, signed a joint statement to proclaim a friendship between their countries that has no limits, as Newsmax reported, this story is entirely credible. China has a lot to lose if its complicity with Russia were to be proven and made public. It could be hit with punishing economic sanctions by the West. Given the magnitude of the trade China conducts with Western nations, even a small reduction in business could have an impact on the country's economy. At any rate, the SBU memo said Ukraine intelligence agencies detected an increase in activity against our country's networks in mid-February with active CNE computer network exploitation operations being conducted daily. The Times noted that CNE attacks are typically used for reconnaissance and espionage. One of the memos stated, intrusions that are of particular concern include the CNE campaigns directed at the State Nuclear Regulatory Inspectorate and the Ukrainian investigation website focused on hazardous waste. This particular CNE attack by the Chinese cyber program included the launch of thousands of exploits with attempts pointed to at least 20 distinct vulnerabilities. The Times spoke to a number of cybersecurity experts to get their takes on the SBU memos. Tom Hedgel, a senior threat researcher at SentinelOne, a US cybersecurity firm, told The Times, "It sounds like they didn't care that they were seen, they had an objective to get in and get what they needed as quickly as possible. It's abnormal for a CNE-type effort, it stresses the importance of what they knew was coming." Hedgel also said SentinelOne had identified a separate, smaller Chinese cyberattack against Ukraine on March 22. It was able to do so confidently after its analysts examined the command and control servers for the software involved. Another telltale sign that tied this to the Chinese was the technique used to deliver it into Ukrainian systems, the Times reported. Steve Tsang, director of the SOAS China Institute, spoke to the Times. He said, "The number of people China has engaged in cyber operations is enormous. A lot of them are part of the People's Liberation Army, which is part of the Chinese Communist Party." He continued, "We all believe that they have a cyber force that attacks states. They have been more engaged in getting information rather than shutting people down. If they're working in Ukraine, they're working in support of Russians. The implications of this would be they are potentially subjected to sanctions." So guys, we have come to an end of this news session. Thanks for watching and please do well to like and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, goodbye for now.